Sports Radio 92.9 The Game. We are your home for the NFL in Atlanta.
And the home for our Falcons, Hawks, and Atlanta United.
Knockdown and score! WZGC Atlanta, the WZGC HD1. Always live and free on the Odyssey app.
Atlanta Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
We're gonna get on down. From the Town Fair Tire Studios, Boston's home for sports is WBZ-FM and HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub, the Beasley Media Group station. WBOS HD1, Brookline, Boston.
The Beasley Media Group station.
The home of Dave and Chuck the Freak. Boston's Rock 92.9.
WFAN, WFAN-FM, WFAN-FM HD1, New York. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
WFAN Sports Flag.
At 2 o'clock, this is Rich Ackerman. This report is sponsored by...
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the National Football League on Sports USA.
This is the home of the National Football League on Westwood 1.
WFNZ-FM Harrisburg and WLNK HD3 Charlotte.
There's only one station to talk Chicago sports. Sports Radio 670 The Score and 670thescore.com. Chicago Sports Station. WSCR Chicago. WBMX HD2 Chicago. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
News, talk, sports. This is WTAM 1100, Cleveland, home of the Cavaliers and Guardians, an iHeart radio station. Respecting the past.
This is the home of the buzzer. Get a buzz out of the buzzer.
Rocking the present.
The Rock of Cleveland.
Rocking with the buzzers, baby.
100.7
WMMS.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Early in the morning.
And the rest of the night in the NBA coming your way next on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
Your home for Dallas Mavericks basketball. KEGL, Fort Worth, Dallas.
97.1.
97.1 The Freak.
We say what we want.
This is the sound.
Friday Night SmackDown at 8 Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports. KKSE Parker, KKSE-FM HD1 Broomfield, KKSE-FM HD2 Broomfield, 3269 AE Boulder.
We are Altitude Sports Radio.
The following is a paid program. The opinions expressed may not reflect those of this radio station, its owners, or sponsors.
Brought to you by Win Schulers.
WXYT-FM and WXYT-HD1 Detroit. Always live on the free Odyssey app. Sports headlines all day, every day. From the Corwell Health Sports Desk, this is 97.1 The Ticket.
At 7 o'clock.
News Radio 950 WWJ and WXYT HD2 Detroit.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. It's 7 o'clock.
You're listening to 95.7 The Game, KGMZ-FM and HD1 San Francisco. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love. Proud sponsor of University of Houston Athletics.
KBME Houston, KTVZ HD2 Houston, an iHeart radio station. The run for Ring 3.
We sustain championship level of baseball.
Happens here.
The Houston Astros.
This is Sports Talk 790. Driven by the Classic Elite Buick GMC Studios for the elite car buying experience.
Hey, it's Jabari Smith. Right now.
From the CliveHubler.com studios, this is 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
WIDC HD2 HD3 Indianapolis.
It's the wake-up call with KB and Andy on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Shotgun snap.
A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
KLAC, KYSR HD2 Los Angeles.
Listen on your free iHeart Radio app for all the sports talk, podcasts, and music. Free never sounded so good. We are on Sports. And here's what you need to know.
You're a marketer. Go to iHeartResults.com.
KEIB Los Angeles, The Patriot, AM 1150.
Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, sports, talk, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
It's Evan Cohen, Unsportsmanlike with Evan, Candy, and Michelle. Now, mornings 6 to 10 a.m. on LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN. KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
U.S. Tax Shield.
FM and HD1 Bartlett, WMFS Memphis, celebrating a legacy of sports as the flagship home of the Memphis Grizzlies and Tigers talk. Always live on the Odyssey app and on smart speakers. Say play 92.9 ESPN.
Sports lives here. WQAM Miami, WPOW HD2 Miami, WKIS HD2 Boca Raton, the home of the Eastern Conference champion Miami Heat, the Eastern Conference champion Florida Panthers, the Miami Hurricanes, and Inter Miami.
Powered by Anna Joran Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
An Odyssey station.
That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
Party people! Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Wild Hockey presented by XL Energy.
It's Dan Barrero here. Every single game this season on the home of the Wild, FM 100.3, KFXN, Minneapolis, St. Paul, The Fan.
The iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
WRNO-FM, New Orleans, an iHeart radio station. Available everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app. #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one.
A second round of humanitarian
/JOY.
This is 98.7 ESPN, a Good Karma Brands radio station. WEPN-FM, New York.
Michael K.
Parrish Devon, official personal injury lawyers of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Visit pepperwinds.com. WWLS-FM, The Village, Oklahoma City, the sports animal, a Cumulus state.
Otherwise, Michael, talk to me tomorrow morning. Let's pause for station identification.
WYGM Orlando, WJRR HD2 Cocoa Beach. Now, back to the bridge, powered by Advent Health, with Mike Bianchi and Mark Daniels.
Mike, you okay?
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. Official home of the Sixers, Flyers, Union, and the best Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5, The Fanatic.
IN for QC Kinetics.
KMVP-FM Phoenix.
Arizona Sports, the local sports leader.
On the Arizona Sports app and on 98.7.
Saturday mornings 8 till 11 on KTAR News 92.3 FM and the KTAR News app.
KTAR AM Phoenix, Arizona's home for the worldwide leader in sports, is ESPN 620.
This is SportsCenter.
Never sounded so good.
620 Rip City Radio, KPOJ Portland, an iHeart radio station. Listen on your free iHeart Radio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
We are Fox Sports! And here's what you need to know.
From the Goldberg Jones Sports Desk, your 620 Rip City Radio headlines. Goldberg Jones. Call 1-800-DIVORCE.
It is 7 a.m.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, KHTK-AM Sacramento, KYMX HD2 Sacramento, the only station in Sacramento giving you local sports coverage from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Sacktown Sports.
And remember, nobody beats the sergeant.
From the Connecticut Water Softener Studio, the last water softener you'll ever own. This is News Radio 1200 WOAI, San Antonio, an iHeart radio station.
Secretary of State
offered through Cooperators Financial Investment Services, Inc. Terms and conditions apply.
CJCL Toronto. Sportsnet 590 The Fan.
You can make all the difference.
CHUM AM Toronto is TSN 1050, an iHeart radio station and the voice of Toronto sports.
Factor that these unique windows create. PeachBuildingProducts.com.
97.5 KZNS-FM Colville, 1280 KZNS-AM Salt Lake City, and KSL-FM HD2 Salt Lake City Midvale. This is 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. This is DJ and PK, Utah's highest rated sports radio morning show for over 20 years. Ridiculously good. Presented by Murdoch Hyundai, Utah's #1 Hyundai dealer for 16 years in a row on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Live from the Window Nation Studios, your official home of the Washington Wizards. With 2 errors out of nowhere. WTEM Washington and WJFK HD2 Manassas. The Team 980, always live on the free Odyssey app.
Federal News Network, helping feds meet their mission.
WFED Washington, W283DG Sterling, WTOP-FM HD2 Washington, WWWT-FM HD2 Manassas, WTLP-FM HD2 Braddock Heights, Frederick. Portions pre-recorded. Download the Federal News Network app on the App Store or Google Play Store. Federal News Network.
Federal News Network is the news organization of record for the federal community. We are nonpartisan, non-political, and our job is to help federal government and contracting executives make informed decisions. We inform federal managers, contractors, and policymakers on issues related to the federal workforce, management, and acquisition, pay benefits and retirement, the Defense Department, and federal IT. Nights and weekends, we air Washington Nationals, Capitals, and Wizards, and the Navy Midshipmen. We are the Washington, D.C. home of Navy Athletics. Download the Federal News Network app on the App Store or Google Play Store. Play Federal News Network on Alexa. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Federal News Network. Our mission is helping you meet your mission.